Hi, I'm Michael Dresser. I'm one of the UK's most unique gay sex and intimacy coaches for men. And I want to talk here about some of the challenges that gay men can experience when it comes to sex and intimacy. There's always so much focus for gay men on being sexual. We're surrounded by images and messages that we should be doing it all the time or somehow effortlessly doing it right, whatever right means. And actually, the reality is that for a lot of men who are attracted to men, sex and intimacy can be really confusing and challenging. And in the culture of hookup apps, sex is often apparently freely available, but lacking in real intimacy or real connection. And many gay or queer men have also experienced challenges around just being able to be their natural self when it comes to sex or intimacy. So things like age or the shape or size of our bodies or genitals or inexperience or even bad experiences can all feel overwhelming when it comes to finding meaningful interactions with another man. And gay porn and body culture has also given many of us feelings of inadequacy, and I include myself in that, when it comes to sex. So leading us to turn away from something which we fear might bring us shame. So being undressed, allowing somebody else into your physical space is a very vulnerable thing. Who wants to feel shame when you're feeling vulnerable? And when we feel vulnerable, it doesn't always feel safe, and that can make it harder to trust. So either to trust somebody else or to trust yourself. And of course, intimacy is based on trust. But if intimacy feels uncomfortable, it might just feel easier to turn away from it altogether and just think, oh, that's too much hard work. So then it becomes easier to just simply disconnect or disengage from the whole thing. Or for some other people, sex becomes a replacement for intimacy. So it becomes a way of accessing touch, which is something that all of us need for our well-being, but without really having to feel anything. And wherever you are in your own journey with and your own relationship with sex, whether that's sex with others or sexual expression in your own body, I imagine that there are things about your sex life or your intimate life which you could do with help or support with. And for some guys that might be about having access to more information, so how things work, techniques, learning about the body. Or it might be about wanting to try things out, to practice stuff with somebody who can guide you and support you, and that's not usually possible on a hookup or in a relationship. And this is the real value of working with somebody like me. So I create a space that's safe enough for you to be able to let go of some of the fears or the shame or the feelings of inadequacy that you might have around your body or around sex. And it's somewhere that you can work at a pace which is exactly right for you and your body as well, so without having to worry about the other person. And most importantly, it's somewhere that you can learn new ways of relating. That might be relating to your own body or relating to another man's body, but doing it in ways which are really about following what you really feel rather than trying to live up to some externally imposed ideal or expectations. So if that sounds interesting for you and you'd like my help to explore yourself or your body or your arousal, and to feel less challenged by sex and intimate relating, then check out my website and get in touch. I'd really love to hear from you. And of course, you can like and subscribe below to stay updated with more of my resources.